Yo, how's it going, guys? KPR here, and today I want to talk about Marvel Rivals and which Deadpool variant is the best. I'm sure a lot of people have noticed now which one is probably the best one to take on your team, but there will still be a few people clicking the wrong one or they just want to try out the Deadpool for the first time. I did that a few times, and no cap, I definitely threw those matches. But now that I got kind of the hang of it, and sometimes I do play like the tank one or the DPS one, if FYI, those are not the best ones at all because the tank one, you definitely need an aggressive team to actually be doing something with you. I've had so many battles where my teammates were nowhere to be found and I would just get melted instantly. I was like, dude, what did so much damage out of nowhere to me? I'm the tank variant. I'm not even like the DPS one that has only 300 health. I was the tank one. I had my ability up where I take reduced damage. Granted, I don't know by how much, but it does that. Your hit rate and, well, fire rate in general also gets buffed from it, which I actually kind of like, especially pairing it up with his leveling up system. I usually level up the gun first, and I'll go ahead with the secondary fire. It's LT for controllers, or L2, I think. Forgot what it is on PlayStation, my fault. But yeah, I played him so many times. It doesn't really feel like you can get much value out of him. Like, you do a lot of DPS, of course, but it feels like you can't really get the final blow in most situations. And that actually brings us to another ability that he has, like a little passive one, where if you get the elimination, like you get the final hit on them, you will be able to take a photo and you'll be invincible during that photo. But like I mentioned already, you do a decent amount of damage, but it doesn't feel like it's fast enough to actually be landing those final hits. It's happened to me multiple times where I'll be having a lot of damage. I'll sometimes have the most damage and the most limbs on the team, but I do not have many final hits. People can say, oh, it's because you're just stealing, but like, dog, I'm frontlining. I'm trying to use more his katana than anything. The guns are all right, but you have to be constantly hitting headshots, and it doesn't feel like it's accurate to the dot. For me personally, what I've seen, I haven't really tried the DPS as often, mainly because everyone's still just clicking DPS right away. So I'm like, all right, I got to go the tank one or the support one. But I have tried it out a few times where I just know this is definitely not the best version of him. I would say the tank and the DPS version are somewhat tied in this section. And for the support, that is definitely the best one to take. You can heal so much with Deadpool. There have been times where I've actually diffed our Invisible Woman, Luna, or even a Gambit. And I get that he got nerfed this season, but it definitely wasn't enough to really tick him down from the very top spot, in my opinion. And some people may say, oh, the support variant is definitely the best because you're able to do that little cheese thing where when you jump on a teammate, if they have damage dealt to them, you're able to get your ult fast. And yeah, I guess you could do that, but either ways, you're still able to get his ult insanely fast if you're actually hitting enemies with your abilities. So that in itself, that little glitch, definitely will get like tuned down because that for sure was their intention, but they didn't see how many people would be like abusing it, so it'll definitely get toned down. It was definitely meant for you to be getting your charge, but maybe not a whole letter. Make it so it gets half a letter or less. But either ways, there have been so many times where I'm able to get my ult insanely fast. Like, as soon as you die, you're able to charge your ult again. There is a 30-second cooldown after it. Was it 30 seconds or a minute? It's anywhere between that, my fault. But yeah, his ult, you can gain it insanely fast. It's not a hard ult to get at all. I'm going to be expecting some nerfs to it. Granted, it doesn't feel like his ult really helps out most of the time. You're supposed to hit enemies with your abilities, the same one at least, and in order to charge it to make it a better version of it. But even then, when I charge it, it doesn't really feel like it's doing too much. Like, yeah, my teammates will be healed a decent amount, but you can definitely get killed during your ult. It's one of the weaker ones. If whatnot, I would say it's even weaker than Mantis's ult. And the other problem is that it's a really small radius where you're going to be able to heal your teammates. And most of the time, in order to charge it fast, from my experience, is by using the katana forms and using the secondary fire mode. I have sometimes been able to charge it like extremely fast. I don't know if it was due to my RB, that little area that heals teammates that charges it also fast. But yeah, it feels random sometimes how fast I'll be able to charge it. Sometimes I'm able to charge it like within a 5 seconds, and other times I'm not even able to charge it at all. Like, brother, what? And I'm hitting them constantly with the secondary fire with my katanas on the same enemy too. Now, this is a fun hero to play for sure, but there is a bit of a learning curve on how to play him and what things you should level up first. From what I've seen though, the support one, there's not really nothing that can go wrong with it. Well, I have seen a few support DPS too much with them. The same problem as the Gambit supports. But either ways, you're still able to do so much with them just because even damaging enemies with your katana at least, you're able to heal some teammates. Granted, it won't be for too much, but it'll still do a good amount. There definitely needs to be some sort of tweaks to him, like his ult, not really the greatest. I would definitely buff it a bit. His ult charge needs to be tuned down, but if they keep the ult the same, like they don't even buff it at all, I wouldn't really see any reason to nerf the ult charge. So yeah, I'll probably be coming out with a video soon on how to play Deadpool, or not necessarily play him, but just a little guide to him and what I would suggest you guys running. But the support variant of Deadpool is definitely the best one. The tank one, like I mentioned, doesn't really feel too great. I don't really like the shield too much. It feels kind of useless. You just throw it out. Like, yeah, for the memes it could be kind of funny, but other than that, through a gameplay standpoint, it's kind of useless. The RB though is probably the best one for the tank. You're able to get your, or not able to get, but you shoot much faster and you hit much faster, so you're able to do a bit more DPS. But yeah, there just needs to be some tweaks done to him in both the tank and the DPS variant. They don't really feel too great to play. You'll be getting a lot of damage and maybe some final hits, but honestly, most of the time I wasn't able to get too many final hits. Like, bro, I've had so many matches where I was doing a lot of damage, helping out the team, trying to peel back for my supports, because sometimes the other tank wouldn't really help out and DPS were, you know, in the back line. So yeah, there's just a few things I would change about him. It doesn't feel too exciting to play him in the other roles. That's why in my lobbies I've seen now, support Deadpool has been getting banned. Hopefully it isn't because of the glitch, because like I mentioned already, you're able to get his ult insanely fast, and his ult isn't even the greatest at all. It gets beaten by a Mantis ult. Like, come on, dog. You can definitely ban someone else that's better. But anyways, my dudes, that's all I really want to talk about. I'll let you guys know which Deadpool is the best one and a few reasons why. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you guys enjoyed the content, please subscribe. With that being said, have a good day and stay safe. Later.